So my 6-step framework begins with the customer value proposition. How good of a value is this business offering its customers? It's a critical point I'd look for when I'm evaluating a business for investment. So let's start with the customer value proposition. And one of the ways I like to look at the customer value proposition is by looking at the company's revenue growth. This is especially true for companies where I can't personally experience their product. Some companies like Nvidia have products that sell to other businesses, and so it's difficult for me to evaluate their products personally. Whereas other companies like Netflix, I can experience their product personally, look at the price to value comparison, and compare with other streaming services and determine the customer value proposition. It's more difficult with companies like Nvidia to evaluate the customer value proposition. Still, you have to use what information you have at your disposal and make your investing decision. Of course, when you're less confident in the numbers and the research you've committed to, it creates an increasing level of risk for that investment, which we will incorporate into our framework for making investment decisions. Nvidia, its customer value proposition, looks excellent by the judgment of its revenue growth. Its revenue has increased from $6.9 billion in 2016 all the way up to $165 billion in the most recent trailing 12-month period. What's more, if we break this down into two different parts, pre-ChatGPT and post-ChatGPT, you can see the customer value proposition has accelerated meaningfully since the launch of ChatGPT, with its revenue growing from $27 billion in 2022 up to $165 billion in 2025. Another way I like to look at the customer value proposition is by determining and searching for the company's net promoter score. Nvidia boasts a net promoter score that ranks excellently. And so whether I look at the company's revenue growth or whether I look at the net promoter score, Nvidia scores excellently in the customer value proposition. And one final point I'll make about Nvidia's customer value proposition is that the company's products, its latest generation products, are almost completely sold out. Customers are waiting in line to receive their products. So we have 3 points of evidence to suggest that Nvidia's customer value proposition is excellent. Click the link below to watch the full video.